Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to talk about beta-lactam antibiotics. So let us discuss what beta-lactam antibiotics are. These are the antibiotics which have a beta-lactam ring in their structure, and there are two major groups, which is penicillin, which was the first antibiotics to be discovered, and second are cephalosporins, which is also a major class. Monobactam and carbibactam are relatively later addition of it. So now in this video we are going to talk about penicillin, mainly penicillin G. So penicillin, it is the first antibiotics which was used clinically in 1941, and they were originally obtained from the fungus Penicillium notatum, but today the present source is a high yielding mutant of Penicillium chrysogenum. So now we will talk about penicillin chemistry and its properties. So in chemistry, penicillin nucleus, it has two things. First is a fused thiazolidine ring, and second is a beta-lactam ring. On beta-lactam ring, there are side chains which are being attached through amide linkages. Penicillin G is having a benzyl side chain, and it is the original penicillin which was used clinically. The side chain of natural penicillin, it can be split off from the normal structure by an enzyme that is known as amidase to produce a 6-amino penicillamic acid. Whenever other side chain can also be attached, resulting into different semisynthetic penicillin with unique antibacterial activities and different pharmacokinetic profiles. So at carboxyl group attached to the thiazolidine ring, there are salt formation which occurs with sodium and potassium, and the salt that has been formed, it is more stable than that of the parent acid, which was 6-amino penicillamic acid. So sodium penicillin G, it is very highly soluble, and it is stable at dry state, but solution deteriorates rapidly at room temperature, though it remains stable at 4 degrees Celsius for 3 days. So always penicillin solutions are prepared freshly. Now we should talk about the mechanism of action. The beta-lactam are bactericidal. They are bactericidal by inhibiting the synthesis of bacterial cell wall. The bacterial cell wall, it has been made up of peptidoglycan, in which there is glycan which is cross-linked by peptide side chain. Glycan has alternating amino sugars, which is NAG and NAM. NAM stands for N-acetylmuramic acid and NAG in N-acetylglucosamine. And there is a pentapeptide which is attached to NAM. Pentapeptide, what does pentapeptide means? It has 5 amino acids, so it is attached to NAM, and also there are pentaglycine which is also attached to it. The pentaglycine is cross-linked with pentapeptide of adjacent strand, and that has been possible because of some enzymes which are known as penicillin binding protein also. These are transpeptidases. So these transpeptidases, what does they do? They do the cross binding of pentaglycine of one strand with the 4 amino residue of pentapeptide of adjacent strand by the cleavage of terminal D-alanine, which is a 5th amino acid in the adjacent strand. And this cross binding makes the cell wall rigid and stable. So beta-lactam inhibits transpeptidases. So peptidoglycan cell wall is unique in bacteria because there is no such other substance which is synthesized by higher animal. That's why penicillin is non-toxic to man. Gram-positive bacteria, cell wall is mostly entirely made up of peptidoglycan, and it is more than 50 layer thick, and it is extensively close-linked. While in gram-negative bacteria, alternating layer of lipoprotein and peptidoglycan are there, and they are less layer, each layer like 1 to 2 molecule thick with a little close binding. This may be the reason for the higher susceptibility of the gram-positive bacteria to penicillin G. Also, we should discuss about is that whenever the beta-lactam antibiotic, they inhibit the transpeptidase, the cross-linking cannot be formed in the cell wall. Because of this, the cell wall deficient forms are being produced. Because the interior of the bacterium is hyperosmotic and cell wall deficient forms, they will swell up and they will burst and bacteriolysis occur. This is how beta-lactam antibiotic exert their bactericidal action under certain condition. In case of certain organism, bizarre shaped या filamentous forms which are incapable of multiplying result, grown in hyperosmotic medium, globular giant form or protoplast are also produced. Now we will talk about penicillin G, which is also known as benzyl penicillin. It has a narrow spectrum. Why it has a narrow spectrum? Because it has a low water solubility. So it is mainly acting on the gram positive bacteria. Few gram negative ones and anaerobe they can act on. So there is bacterial resistance. We will talk about bacterial resistance to penicillin G. Many bacteria they have a inherited insensitivity to penicillin in them because जो टारगेट एंजाइम्स हैं या प्लाज्मा बाइंडिंग प्रोटीन्स हैं दे आर लोकेटेड अंडर lipoprotein barrier in a deeper side where the penicillin G antibiotics they cannot penetrate, so they cannot have an action on that. Okay, so that's how they have a low affinity for penicillin G. The primary mechanism of acquired resistance is production of penicillinase. These are also known as beta lactamase. So they are narrow spectrum beta lactamases, and they are mostly produced by Staphylococci, E. coli, H. influenza, a few other bacteria. They also produces penicillinase. The gram-positive bacteria they produces larger quantity of this enzyme, and it diffuse into surrounding, and it protect the inheritedly sensitive protein bacteria. In gram-negative bacteria, penicillin is found in very small quantity. That is also being present between lipoprotein and peptidoglycan. Some resistant bacteria become penicillin tolerant, not destroying. Target enzyme they don't have an affinity for penicillin. Example that is methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus, MRSA. There are other examples as well. Highly resistant pneumococci, which is isolated in some certain areas. They have a altered plasma binding proteins. Some gram-negative bacteria they have porins channel. So these porine channels they are located in the outer membrane, and permeability of various beta-lactam antibiotics. So these channel differs. Ampicillin and other members which are active against gram-negative bacteria they crosses protein channel much better than that of the penicillin G. Some or alternation of protein channels resistance due to impaired permeability of beta-lactam occur only in the gram-negative bacteria. Now we should talk about pharmacokinetics. Penicillin G is acid labile, which means it is destroyed by the gastric acid. As such, less than 1/3 of the oral dose that has been given is absorbed in an active form. Absorption of penicillin G from intramuscular route is complete and it is rapid, and the peak plasma levels are attained in 30 minutes. Distributed mainly to extracellular compartment, it reaches most of the body fluid, but it poorly penetrates blood-brain barrier and has in serious cavities and CSF it is found in low quantity, but in conditions like synovitis and meningitis adequate amount may reaches this site. Penicillin G is rapidly excreted in urine, which is mainly by active tubular secretion. Only 10% is being by glomerular filtration. Since renal function is not developed completely in infant and neonate, excretion is slow in them, and the action of penicillin can be augmented and prolonged by giving probenecid simultaneously. So that's all we will talk about in this video. We will talk about preparation and doses, adverse effect and therapeutic uses of penicillin G in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon.